cool graphics right here, and this is very quick. Okay, so have you ever zoomed in into Photoshop and realized that it is made up of small boxes? Well, that's what this video is all about. Okay, so I decided to do this video during the last month of the year, which means that we are not carrying the same mistakes in 2024 to 2025. So if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, you are missing out big things, because over here we are cooking graphics. All right, so let's jump right into this video. So it's not a bad thing to design logos with Photoshop, but as a graphic designer, you just need to understand the purpose of every software that you use so that you get the best out of it. Okay, so setting the ball rolling, you need to understand the types of graphics editors that we have. Okay, so we have vector graphics and raster graphics editors. So Photoshop is a raster graphics editor. Okay, what do you mean when we say raster graphics editor? When you zoom in into Photoshop, you realize that it is made up of boxes. So raster graphics editors uses pixels to create images, while on the other hand, vector graphics editors uses lines, curves defined by mathematical equations. So this gets us to the first reason why you should not use Photoshop to design logos: resolution dependence. What do you mean when I say resolution dependence? Because Photoshop is a raster graphics editor, your logo has a higher chances of getting pixelated when you enlarge the logo or make it smaller. And one of the main and most important characteristics of a professional logo is to maintain its quality when scaled up or scaled down to any size, because they're going to be used on websites, they're going to be used for icons, printed out, so it has to maintain its quality wherever it is being applied. That is why it's advisable to use vector graphics such as Adobe Illustrator or CorelDRAW. Moving on to number 2 is limited editing capabilities. Whilst Photoshop offers powerful editing tools, it is not designed to create and edit logos easily. Unlike Adobe Illustrator or CorelDRAW that you can easily merge, cut, combine, which has pathfinders, converting to curves, it is very difficult to do such things in Photoshop, right? So you can create a logo with Photoshop, but whoever is using a vector graphics editor such as Adobe Illustrator or CorelDRAW will be able to finish very quickly, because such softwares are designed for logos. Moving on to number 3 is color mode limitation. This one you have to try it right now. Okay, so open Photoshop and open Adobe Illustrator or CorelDRAW. You realize that the default color mode of Photoshop is set to RGB, and Adobe Illustrator will automatically set it to CMYK. Then you ask yourself, why would the creators of Photoshop set the default color mode to RGB and not CMYK? The reason being that logos often require CMYK color mode for printing, and vector softwares allow for easy color mode switching and management. So when it comes to creating a professional logo, as long as printables are concerned, the color mode has to be considered, and the vector graphics softwares are the ideal softwares that you need to go for. And then moving on to number 4 is native file limitations. Okay, so Photoshop's native file format PSD is not ideal for logos, as it's not easily editable or scalable. And also PSD files are not easily editable or scalable in different softwares, unlike Adobe Illustrator's AI or EPS file formats that you can easily transfer to CorelDRAW or even different vector graphics editor. So some main things are: professionals don't use Photoshop because it is not able to maintain their logo's quality when scaled up or down. And also Photoshop doesn't provide advanced editing tools for creating logos or editing logos. And also Photoshop is best known for creating digital projects, okay? But when it comes to projects whereby you have to print, you have to scale things down, you have to go for a vector graphics such as Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW, Affinity Designer, a whole lot. And again, Photoshop is not able to maintain color management for both digital and printable applications. Okay, and last but not least, professionals do not choose Photoshop for their logos because PSD files are not easily editable, right? Unlike AI or EPS, which could easily be transferred from one vector graphic software to a different one. So I often hear people say Adobe Illustrator is very difficult, unlike Photoshop. But hey, whether it's difficult or not, you have to know every software has its purpose, okay? And when it comes to logo design, you can't hide Adobe Illustrator, or you can't swerve Adobe Illustrator, right? So you have to start learning Adobe Illustrator or CorelDRAW, unless you will not be designing logos for clients, okay? But if you choose to design logos, then go for vector graphics, all right? So as you are entering a new year, let's not carry the same mistakes into 2025. All right, so once again, if you're new to this channel, this is Cook Graphics. We're cooking graphics right here. And also make sure to check my channel for more graphic design tutorials. So if you enjoyed this video or you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel, because there are more goodies on your way. My subscribers have been enjoying good stuffs. All right, so I'm out. Peace.